Okay, we are live on YouTube. Just give it a second for Instagram. And there we go. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so we are on.
It's a real delay, eh?
Yeah, there is a delay. When you use StreamYard, there's a delay.
It's like 30 seconds or 20 seconds or something. It's a big delay. And when you go live, we're recording right away, right?
Yep. And then you can edit the video after.
Ah, cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Yay. So let's see if we can share this video with anyone. Okay. So we're just going to wait for others to join and go from there. Oh, boy. What a day it's been. I've been trying to set up the square.
So you got the little reader?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's
on my list.
Yeah. So I'm setting up the website and stuff, and it's
nice.
They don't make these things easy, let me tell you. Like,
no.
I think they make it on purpose so that you have to hire someone to do it.
And Square doesn't have it doesn't have after hours or weekend support. That's the other thing about Square.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll just wait a few more minutes for people to join. Yeah, I'm excited about tomorrow night, about the planting.
Yeah. I've got some tips. I'm just kind of making my notes already. I was hoping to have done my seeds this weekend, but having a problem chasing down a few supplies. So, yeah.
And I always, what is it? Is it always you're supposed to plant just before the full moon or just after?
Well, it depends on, so if you're starting seeds, and you always want to sort of do it in a full moon waxing phase, right? Because that's the growth and nurturing phase. So
right after the new moon then, right? Because then that way it's
whenever it's waxing, you want to be, that's probably a good time to plant. Yeah.
So I guess starting tomorrow.
So it's probably a good thing that I wasn't able to get mine done. Well, technically the moon was new. What was officially 10 a.m. or something like that?
Yeah. So tonight or tomorrow is fine.
So, yeah. It's a good time to start.
Okay. I don't see anyone joining yet. So we'll just, no rush.
If nobody joins, do you still want to record the read?
Yeah.
And just
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we'll do it so that we can, and then hopefully, now that I've got my computer and everything set up and the camera set up and everything set up, and I'll download the other videos and we can start posting those.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah. So Z seems a little maybe hesitant. What do you think?
Yeah, definitely hesitant. We're going to need to go very easy. I was actually reading an article today about how to help somebody who doesn't want to be helped. So I think the dumpster's going to be a bit expensive, and there's a permit.
I think so too.
Yeah.
And I'm like, she must have garbage day. It's got to be once a week, isn't it?
She actually has to pay extra for garbage, so she doesn't get garbage collection.
Oh, fuck.
That's part of the problem. But if we can just rent a pickup truck, we can just scooch down to the commissioner's dump and just do a couple of trips. I don't know that we're going to do much. Like, I mean, I think we're going to have to do it really slowly and gently and a bit at a time.
And this is what I'm saying. Like, I'm wondering if it's worth like us just when we go, we pack a box ourselves, take it to our condos and just get rid of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, but it would be quite funny to see the mannequins in the garbage in the dumpster. People are going to think it's a dead body.
Yeah. Not a dead body. Oh, that's funny. Shit. Reminds me of the head when in hairdressing school. I had a mannequin head, and you practice your hair cutting on the mannequin head. The thing was creepy AF. And what do you do? You dispose of them, like you throw them in the garbage, and it's like there's a head. There's a dismembered head in the garbage.
That's funny. But yeah, we there's, you know what? It wouldn't take much just to slap a coat of paint on that place. You know what? In the basement,
no. I mean, I really do think the toilet. We could, even just, get the toilet in, just clean up the bathroom a little bit, get rid of the cobwebs and the dirt and the stuff, put a nice little garbage bucket down there.
Yep.
And, and just the cleaning and the organizing. Like, I don't even know. I can't even say for sure that there's a lot of garbage to be thrown out there. I really think it's just supplies. She's probably got some garbage. Because when you work in a place like that, it's easy to just whatever, right? Like there's no pride of maintenance because it's already it's overwhelming. So I think if we can get a system together where everything's organized and sorted, and it's too bad I don't have somebody who runs an organization business that owes me a favor, because these people can do it really quickly. Or somebody who's like a feng shui expert who can come in and be part of our collective. Maybe we can do an energy exchange, but just if we could just get a few things moved around and then maximize the space, and then the sorting, it just becomes, okay, let's sort stuff. Like this will be where your beads live. This will be where your extra sage lives. This will be, and you'll have it out of sight.
Hard. That's not hard to do. She can move one of the cabinets from upstairs downstairs.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. But I think you're right. I think it needs to start in the basement by just taking stock of what's there, and can we just clear anything out of the space that maybe is taking up space that you haven't used in the past 6 months, past year, right?
Yeah. And there's no rush. And I think even if we go there on a Saturday and we spend an hour or two, I'm sure we can do some damage in an hour or two.
Oh my gosh. I mean? Totally. With all of us. Absolutely. Yeah.
So,
but let's start with talking with her, because she wants to think about it. So let's just say, what is her vision? We'll let her take the lead, and we'll just gently nudge. I think that's probably the best. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So we've got Lily Star.
Welcome. Oh, and
Josie. Hello, Josie. Thanks for joining. So I would love to say that this is my house in the background, but it really isn't.
You should have just not said anything.
I know. It's one of those lovely background green screen things, right?
Well, it's just my weekend chalet. I'm just here for the weekend.
All right. So we've got Adam joined as well. Thanks, Adam, for joining. So we'll start. And Kat, I'll let you go first as usual.
Okay, so I'm Kat. My company is Well Earth Holistic. My mission is to support the optimal health of people, pets, and the planet. And I do that through my services as a Reiki master and an animal Reiki master for healing for people and pets. And I'm also a permaculturalist and traditional skills enthusiast. And so I do some coaching on that with people that don't know where to start and want to learn how to cultivate their own food and break their reliance on the big box, ag, retail, and pharma, and just to be good stewards of the planet. So that's what I do.
Perfect.
Oh, and I read tarot because it's fun, and it's good to build your intuition. I think everybody should learn how to do it.
All right. By the way, before we continue, do I look a little dark, or is it all right?
You're a little shadowy on this
All right.
side. Yeah.
Let's see what I can do. All right. And all right. So while I try to fix the lighting, you can go ahead.
No, that's better. That's better.
Yeah.
Do you want me to go? Do you want to introduce yourself or?
Sure. So
yeah,
I'm Steve, and my business name is Energy Healing with Steve. And just quickly, what I do: tarot, sound, and energy healing with crystals. So that's a quick snapshot of what I am doing.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Back to you, Kat.
So our reading is for the collective that has tuned in to the Instagram live or who is watching this recording later on. So if that's you, then this reading is for you. You've been divinely guided to join this live or to watch this session because the cards have a message for you. So yeah, my 3 cards for this week reading, I'll read them one at a time. So the Queen of Pentacles came up again. Oh, and by the way, I should explain, I'm reading from the Folklore Tarot deck, which I picked up recently, which I absolutely love. So I'm going to explain what these cards mean, like in general, as well as the Folklore deck's interpretation of the cards, because it's really cool. So the Queen of Pentacles came up last week too, or the week before. It was the full moon in Virgo. She came up because Virgo is an earth sign and Pentacles is an earth symbol. So we found that kind of interesting. But I think she's coming up for a different reason this week. And I'll wrap that up in a minute. But the Queen of Pentacles can be a literal representation of a woman who is over 30. And the pentacles usually mean they're darker skinned and or very good with their finances. They have very good taste. Or they could be an earth sign, which is Virgo, Taurus, and I'm not good with astrology. I've got to memorize my signs, but the earth signs. So, but figuratively, the Queen represents effective nurturing of your finances, resources, wealth, because Pentacles is the suit of wealth. So we have effective management of resources happening this week. The next card I pulled up is the King of Swords, represented by the ibis, Egyptian god Thoth. And Thoth was known to be manager of society, guardian of effective order of society. And he also was said to have invented hieroglyphs. So perfect to be the King of Swords. Swords is the suit of thought, strategy, communication. And literally, this could be a man who's over 30, mature. He's socially or politically, he's in a social or political role. Again, guardian of society type role, really effective communicator and strategist, but he's not a salesman. He's not necessarily the gregarious type. He's a little more reserved, a little more plays it close to the vest, but that's what this represents. So I just wanted to, before I read my third card, I just want to explain what the Folklore Tarot says about these 2 cards, because it's really cool. So the Queen of Pentacles, Kama Denu, also called Sarabi, is a Hindu goddess. She is portrayed with the body of a cow, the face of a woman, colorful wings, and the tail of a peacock. She's considered to be a form of Devi, the divine mother, and therefore has the role of a nurturing maternal figure. She is the cow of plenty, able to grant people all their needs, wishes, and desires. So perfect to be the Queen of Pentacles. And then the King of Swords. So as I mentioned, Thoth is the ancient Egyptian god of magic, wisdom, knowledge, and writing. He's often portrayed as a man with the head of an ibis, or sometimes a baboon. He is the scribe of the gods, and according to legend, the inventor of the hieroglyphs, as well as the practices of law, philosophy, and magic. His roles included recording history and stories, settling disputes among the gods, aiding to judge the dead, and otherwise upholding balance and order in the world. So, perfectly suited to be the King of Swords. So we're seeing highly, highly effective management of your social realm and any ambitions that you have. So that's what's in store for you this week. So the potential, and again, don't forget, today's a new moon in Pisces, I think. New moons are a time for manifesting. So I think the Queen is showing up to remind us it's time to manifest, and effective manifestation. You've got the ability, you've got all the skills to be effective at managing your social realm and any ambitions. If you've manifested or set intentions for the new moon, this is the week to make a lot of progress in making that happen. And then my third card, the Wheel of Fortune. So this is the fates. So the fates were those mythic goddesses that would weave the yarn, roll it, and then snip it. So you're born, you live, you die. And the Wheel of Fortune is that we talk about major arcana cards being karmic. This is probably the most karmic card in all of the major arcana because it's about karma. It's about you're on the right path. You've got this week, if you play your cards right, and you manifest or set your intentions and you work hard to manifest them, you have the ability to really affect your karma this week and the outcome and your fate. So if you're watching this video or you're on this live, this is a message for you to really double down and take your goals and ambitions seriously this week, because you've got the opportunity to be highly effective and to really control your fate. Steve, what are your thoughts on these?
Yeah. So you got the Queen of Pentacles, the King of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune, correct?
Yep.
Yeah. And like you said, the Queen is really, it's a motherly figure. Yep. She's gone through life where she's gone the ups and downs of the materialistic realm. And now she's to the point where she's settled and she's able to take care of her family financially. And then you've got the King of Swords, where, again, so you got the Queen and the King. This is really representative of two people in your current life situation, right? And then you've got the King, like you mentioned, who is, someone who's been through, I think, a lot in life when it comes to intellect. So they're very, very smart. They know how to play the game. You can't really fool these people, okay? And they're really all about the throat chakra as well. So they're able to speak the truth. And sometimes it can sting like a knife because they've got that sword, right? So they really just like to, they don't like to go around in circles. Like the truth is going to come right at you, right? And then you have the Wheel of Fortune. So yes, you're right. Probably one of the most karmic cards in the deck. And the Wheel of Fortune, it's exactly what it says, right? So you've got good fortune coming your way. And I think it's exactly what Kat said, manifest, be true to yourself, because that's where the King comes in.
Yep.
Okay. And your fortunes will come true this week. So keep an eye on that. So if you resonate with this reading that Kat has pulled, again, next Sunday, let us know, because it's important that we're showing that, you're getting bits and pieces from the collective that apply into your life.
Yeah. It's a turning point. This is a turning point this week for some of you. So I would love to hear how that resonates, or what, when we talk next week, we'd love to get your feedback on how that manifested for you.
Okay. So we'll start off with the three that I've pulled. The first one here is what's called the page. I'm going to see here because I've got the green screen. Here we go.
Yeah.
The Page of Pentacles. Let's try to put it beside my face here.
Yeah.
Page of Pentacles. Okay. So the Page really of Pentacles is all about new ideas, creativity when it comes to a business perspective. So career, finances, wealth. So it's something that's new. Okay. So when I think of a page, you think of somebody maybe just graduating university, and they've got that that passion to start some new career, some new ideas going into a business. But with that comes a little bit of naivety, right? Because they haven't experienced life just yet. Okay. The The next card I've got is, oh, sorry, I want to go back to this one. So you do see that the woman here looks pregnant, and it's the actual pentacle itself. But the next card that I pulled following that is the Empress, which is known as the motherly figure. So let's see if I can do this. If it'll come up. There we go. Sorry. Lesson learned. We won't do a green screen next time.
Green screen's hard. Yeah. Green screen's hard for that.
So there it is. That's the Empress. Okay. And this card, the Empress, what it's really all about, motherly figure. She's typically pregnant in the tarot deck. So I've got two here, two in a row that are seem to be pregnant, which is quite interesting. So I feel like this week there's some involvement when it comes to family. It could literally be a pregnancy or a birth, but I think it's a lot more involving nurturing, right? From that motherly perspective. Okay. And then the last card I've got here is the Hangman. Okay. So the Hangman is someone who is, well, you think it's a bad thing, but really the Hangman is not tied up to the point where they can't free themselves. Okay. The significance of the Hangman is you're looking at your life from a different perspective. You're upside down at this point. Okay. So you're learning new things, you're seeing new things, you're reflecting on your past to see what worked, what hasn't worked. And then the things that haven't worked, you're not going to repeat. Okay. So if I look at all three cards together, I feel like this week there's going to be a lot of nurturing, like I said, that motherly thing that's happening. So it could be family, okay, it could be relatives, but at the same time, you're not going to repeat past mistakes. So if you have, squabbles with your family and so on, I think this is the week where you're going to put that aside and you're going to see different perspectives from different people and from yourself. And in that way, you can actually maybe push things aside and forgive and forget. You know what I mean? So it's really this week, and it blends with the new moon, right? So kind of letting things go. And I think that's what we need to do. Let things go and, welcome in that nurturing family life or the friendships or so on. So what did you think of the three cards that I have?
Yeah, it's interesting to me that we're all pulling, like even the Queen of Pentacles, we're all pulling these manifestation motherly cards. The divine feminine. Like maybe it's the theme is also that there's interesting that because you need the divine feminine and masculine. And I think my cards represent both sides of that coin because you need both of those to make a society and to make your to manifest goals. But the pages is also just sort of the beginning of like the bearing of news on finances or things that are manifesting too. It could also mean there's a bit of news coming on finances. And again, you've got the nurturing, but then your cards also with the Hangman is an opportunity for you to, it's a neutral card gender wise, but it's about taking a moment to really live in the present moment. And that's something that when you're busy manifesting things, you sometimes forget to do. You'll get caught up in things and you're okay, what's next? And, worried about what you forgot. And it's no, live in the moment. All that life is a series of present moments. And the Hangman reminds us of that if you're not living in the present, you're not living, right? If you're people that are anxious are living in the future, people that are depressed are living in the past. It's the only happiness you can get is about living in the present moment. So I always look at the Hanged Man as a reminder of that. So while you're pursuing your goals and manifesting, and the cards are saying you're going to have this is a good time to manifest. Obviously, the moon cycle supports that too. But don't forget to part of your goal should always be to just savor the moment and live in that present moment. That's what I get.
Perfect. Okay. So we'll move on to the next part, I guess, of the tarot reading. So if there's anyone on the live right now that wants a free pull, Kat and I will do that for you.
Mm-hmm.
Just let us know. Say something in the chat box, or an emoji, something of the nature, and we will get to it.
Lena has a thumbs up. Is that Lena?
I think that was from before. Yeah, when we were doing your readings.
Ah, nice. Yeah, feel free to comment too, guys, if this is resonating with you, and how it's resonating. We'd love to get your thoughts and your feedback.
Okay, so Josie.
Mm-hmm.
Josie has a question. I've been looking for a new job. When, where? Okay, so that's quite a few questions there that need to be answered. So maybe we'll tackle.
So let's see what the cards say about the job. I think maybe.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do.
What do you have to say about Josie's job?
And Josie, by the way, while I'm shuffling, I am keeping an eye out for you. Oh, I thought you were laughing at me.
No. Laughing at the card that jumped out. That's you, Josie, right? You're the air sign? You're the Libra, right, Josie? Is that from last? Or am I getting my people mixed up from before? I'm going to pull another one because that's just the cards acknowledging Josie, I think.
Yeah. And Shubar, thanks for joining. Lena, thanks for joining.
Oh, Josie's a Sag. Okay. Sorry, it was somebody else maybe it was Luna that was the Libra. So Sagittarius. Okay. So that would be Queen of Wands. So this is Queen of Swords. So I don't know what your vocation is. Well, I know what you do, but your day job? I don't know what kind of day job you're looking for. Is it in communications? Is it in some kind of planning or strategic type role? If it is, then this seems to be indicating that's the type of job maybe that you should be doing. If that's not the type of job that you're seeking, then this card tells me that you're going to need to utilize your communication strategy and planning skills really effectively to make that job I guess in the interview process or as you're networking. I'm not sure what activities you're engaging in to try to find the job. A lot of us just kind of apply and do one of these and hope somebody picks our resume out of the hordes that they get. But I can tell you the last few jobs I got through my network. I got from just building and cultivating that business network and getting referred in. Really is the best way to do it. So if you're not cultivating a network, this card is suggesting that you do that, you cultivate and manage and nurture that network and use it to get your foot in the door. Is that resonating, Josie? HR. There you go. That's the HR card right there. I'm in HR too. That's so funny. Yep, that's the HR card. So, yeah.
So Kat, keep an eye out if you're hiring for HR.
Yeah, I will. I don't hire anymore. I train, but yeah, I'm a certified HR leader with the HRPA. So I know HR.
Perfect. Okay, so what I pulled 3 cards for you, Josie, and I got like the past, present, future going. So in your recent past, I've got the World. So if you look at this card, it's a little bit, I would say, dark. But what that's trying to say, I mean, if you look at the image, it's a woman. The chains are breaking free, okay? And she's holding down a snake. So she's controlling the situation, okay? So in your recent past, and the World is also the last card of the major arcana, indicating that, you know what, you're closing a cycle. Okay, so I think this is where your HR job went. I think you probably held your ground. You were good at what you did. The chains, they're breaking, which means you were set free from that place that you were at. Your current situation, you've got the 10 of Cups. So let me see if I can put this up a little bit closer. The 10 of Cups is really all about happiness, and you got that full family life and so on. So I think right now, what it's trying to tell me is that, yes, okay, you're probably looking for a job, but I think you need to focus on that family life a little bit you have that fulfillment that comes from that family life. Okay. So that's very, very important. Yes, we do need a job to continue to go on, but I think for the present moment, I think you're okay when it comes financially. Focus on your family. Okay. And in the near future, another great card. Okay. I've got the 9 of Pentacles here. Okay, so I'm going to hold it up.
Mm-hmm.
So the 9 of Pentacles, really, it's a success card when it comes to career and finances. So if I'm looking at your near future, I think you're going to find that job. I mean, it's pretty obvious. The 9 of Pentacles is about gain, right? So you're gaining that option for a job. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed that these cards are going to resonate with you, and hopefully soon. And the near future card, you're looking at about 3 to 6 months away, just to let you know. So keep applying out there, and we'll see what happens.
We've got 2 more that want reads.
Yeah, so I gotta scroll back because I missed, I think,
some of the Lily, is it Lily?
Lily,
Star, what can I do to make things go better in my life?
Okay.
Not sure what that means for you, Lily. Thinking about what does better mean.
Let's see what the cards have to say.
Cards have to say about it.
Ooh, 2 decided to come flying out for Lily.
7 of Pentacles. Okay, so looks like you need to do a little bit of work. You need to do a little bit of nurturing of your whatever your resources, finances. Maybe you've been spending more than you've been saving. Maybe you need to put a little bit more work and planning behind your resources and your finances. Save for a rainy day. Don't know if that resonates, but that's what I'm getting.
And funny you should say that, because I got the 4 of Pentacles.
Ooh.
So yeah. So Lily,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it echoes the same message. So the 4 of Pentacles really is about being frugal. It's about holding your money, saving your money, because you don't know what's going to happen in the future. Okay, so if you are spending money out of control, it's time to back down and start saving it, and maybe not spending as much and only spend on necessities. But the next card I got was the Fool. Okay, so the Fool here, what I'm seeing from this card, so something new is going to start. The Fool really represents a new journey. So I think I'm just trying to see if I'm getting any intuitive hits here, Lily. What really strikes out to me in this card is the feathers. So there's feathers in this card, which really signifying to me that you are intelligent. Okay, so I would say use that intelligence in your new journey. Don't be discouraged of what's really going on right now. It's interesting. You are being guided, though, because if I look at the Fool card, you see on top, there's like that little light on the top here, right in between. So that to me is showing, Lily, that you're being guided in the right direction, and it's your intelligence. So somewhere along the lines, your intelligence is going to play a key role here. Is any of this resonating with you, with what Kat said and what I said? So let us know, because that is helpful for us as well. And while we wait for Lily to mention.
Lena. When am I going to find the love of my life? Lena would like to know.
And Rula, thank you for the comment. She said hello and thanks for sharing with us your time. I love your reading the cards.
Thank you, Rula.
She is a September baby. She's a Libra.
Yeah, she's right on the cusp too.
All right, Lena.
Let's see what the cards say for Lena.
Now I will try, but I know Lena very personally, so I may just deflect this one to you, but we'll see what happens.
All right. So it's when. The question is when.
Yep.
Right? So we're going to pay attention to the suit that comes up because that's often an indicator of speed. Okay. Knight of Cups. Okay, so knights. Now, cups are not the fastest moving suit, but knights are. Knights are fast. So the Knight of Cups literally represents a young man who's emotional and who's loving and gregarious and a bit of a hopeless romantic. Figuratively, this indicates that there's movement towards love, the movement towards that emotion that's tied with love. So time-wise, probably months. I would be willing to wager with the Knight of Cups. What do you think, Steve?
Yeah, I mean, I agree. And the Knight, there's no real number assigned to it, is it?
No.
So, Lena, when you see cups, it's one of the slowest moving symbols in the actual deck, and it typically represents months. So I'm going to say at least 10 months from now. Now, what I pulled was the 8 of Swords, which is a little bit quicker. And I would, again, this would probably be between roughly, I would probably say between 8 weeks and 8 months, right? Because it's the 8. So what I'm gathering.
Do you split the difference?
There's a big difference. I know there's a big difference. But I think what it's trying to tell us from both cards, it's not going to happen anytime soon. Don't let that discourage you, though. Just keep doing what you're doing, and we'll see what happens. And I mean, the 8 for me, the 8 of Swords is really, it's an indecisive card. So there's a lot of decisions that need to be made, like one or the other, like where are you going with this? So yeah, give it time. It would be nice if you had 2 people to choose from. So let's just see what happens. Give it some time and let us know.
Yeah. All right. And then we had a question from, looks like Rula would like to know when and how her restless life will be ended. Oh dear.
Oh, that's a good one.
When the restlessness will end or when the life will end? I hope it's the restlessness we're talking about.
Yes, we will take the restless for that.
I'm gonna say the restlessness. So so Rula's looking for some calmness, some serenity in her life. When is that going to happen? And again, it's a when question, right?
Yeah. And Lily did write, yes, thank you. And last week I've got the Fool as well. So interesting. 2 weeks in a row, she did get the Fool.
She's on a journey.
All right. So Rula. Ooh.
Well, my card seems to indicate that it's soon gonna happen. The world is the end of a cycle. So you're in a karmic cycle right now that looks like it's coming to an end, and it's about to begin anew. So this card is like any time now.
Yeah. And you wouldn't believe the card that I just pulled. Oops, my chimes. You saw me shuffling. You heard me shuffling, and guess what popped up again? The 8 of Swords.
Oh boy!
So yeah, so Rula, I've got the Eight of Swords. So even though Kat is saying, you know what, you've got the whatever's happening is going to end soon, and I'm going to echo that in a sense of the swords being a little bit on the faster side of the moving thing, but I'm going to say again, at minimum, I would say 8 weeks out.
Mm-hmm. Because 8 is almost the end of the sword cycle too, right? So
yes, yeah.
In
and
the
usually, yeah, go ahead.
In the Rider-Waite deck, it's depicted by a woman blindfolded and surrounded by swords, which indicates that you've got everything in your arsenal. You've got everything you need to accomplish your goals. You just can't see it.
Yeah.
So I think some of that is going to be you know, the restlessness that you're feeling, Rula, is a choice. You choose your attitude around life, right? We were talking earlier about living in the present moment. If you're truly living in the present moment, you're not restless. You are completely present and at ease. And so maybe some of that is like the Ace of Swords is saying, some of that is you just have to, it's sort of come to Jesus kind of force majeure that you've got to face in yourself, that you've got the ability to do it. You just need to have the courage to take action.
Yeah. And I know this card, I don't know if you can see it, the 8, but right in here, there is a man sitting on a stone doing that famous pose where you're thinking.
The thinker.
So, yeah. So you're really, there's an indecisiveness that's going on. So just like Kat said, you know, we typically choose, most of the time we choose, I would say, where we're going in life. Sometimes things can't be helped, but hold on, give it about 8 weeks. And the way the suits work in tarot, you've got wands as the fastest one, which is typically days.
Yeah.
And you've got swords, which is weeks, cups, which is months, and pentacles, which could be years.
Years. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Oh, hey, Stasia. Stasia joined.
And
welcome.
Yeah, there she is.
What do you think? Do we have time to do one more? If there's anybody else that wants the quick card pull?
Yeah, Rula is saying,
because we were a bit late just starting, so sorry.
That's okay. So I just want to echo what Rula had mentioned. She's like, I have everything, but the troubles come to me out of nowhere. Oh yeah, trust me, we know all about that. So yeah, I'm gonna stick to 8 weeks, Rula. I really think that you need the time for this, I guess, chaos that has come out of nowhere to clear itself out.
Yeah, and don't forget, it could be a soul journey thing too, right? It could be something you've got to, it's your life lesson in this incarnation.
Yeah. Yeah.
They say we choose it all. We choose every single thing that happens to us in this life. So
yeah. Andy, thanks for joining. Anastasia, thanks for joining. She says hi. Hi. All right. Nice. Okay. Is there anyone else that would like a reading? Oh, here we go. What happened on September 28th last year was the right decision. Oh, so you're okay. So that's a question.
And you would like to know if he made the right decision on September 28th, if I'm interpreting that correctly.
So that is, yeah.
So this is a yes or no question.
That is a yes or no. A lot of times, Kat, the way I like to do yes or no's is pull 3 and see what the majority is.
Okay. Well, I can do that. We'll pull 3.
Oh. I got 2. Let's see.
Interesting. Card number 1, the Fool.
Yeah.
Jackalope. So the Fool is, I don't know if it's positive or negative. It depends on if it's upright or reverse, but we're just reading upright. Then I've got the 6 of Pentacles, and I've got the 10 of Wands. So I think this is a maybe. I don't know. Do you see any resounding yeses in here?
No, you've got a maybe. You've got the 6 of Cups. So the Six of Cups, Six of Cups, right?
Pentacles.
Oh, Six of Pentacles.
Mm-hmm.
The Ten of Wands is a no.
It's definitely a no.
Six of Pentacles is a yes.
Okay.
And the first one was which?
The Fool.
Okay. And the Fool is a maybe card, I believe.
Card, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So your reading is showing a maybe. Let's see what mine is showing. So I've got the High Priestess, which I believe is a maybe card.
Mm-hmm.
I've got the Five of Pentacles, which is a no card. And then I've got the, oh my God, because this is Spanish, Temperance, which is a yes card.
Yeah.
So quite interesting. Mine also goes neutral. Mine also goes maybe. So
I think Andy, you're not asking the right question.
Yeah, I think so. I think, Andy, you need to ask another question because both Kat and myself got maybes.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess define right decision, right? I don't know. You maybe need to look at that a little bit differently.
And, since we've both pulled maybes, how do you feel, Andy? Are you kind of stuck 50-50 as well? Is that why you're asking this question?
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm wondering if we're picking up on her energy.
I think Andy might need a full read from you, Steve, to get some more insight.
Maybe. I feel like, Andy's.
Andy says
yes. Yeah, I feel like she's going through days where the answer is no, and then days where the answer is yes.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you're probably sitting on the fence with that one.
Yeah.
It was a hard decision.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, you're not getting a no. So
and you're not getting a yes either.
You're not getting a no. So I know getting a no would probably not be good. So you've got that at least. But yeah, it looks like there's some more to that, some more layers to that question, maybe that you need to dive into.
Yeah, I feel like the decision that she made really, I think she was, okay, I'm just going to go with this. I feel like she was stuck at a crossroads, and she was at the point where she's like, you know what, I need to do something for myself, regardless of the outcome. And I think she did that decision, which is something that's very strong for somebody to do. And then after you make that decision, you kind of, sometimes you have those regrets and sometimes you don't.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's just your life path.
Mm-hmm.
That is your journey. So there's many times where in my life that I make decisions that you look back and like, oh crap, maybe it wasn't the right one.
Yeah.
But it is our journey, and this is our life path. Right?
Yeah. And there's no good and bad. It's just your perspective of it that makes it good and bad. It in itself, it was just a decision.
Yeah.
It's up to you to label it. Your ego labels whether it was good or bad.
Correct. And the one thing I'm going to say is the decisions you make in the past make you who you are today. So if you are happy and content with the person that you are today, then you're good to go. If you're not feeling all that, maybe I made the wrong decisions, and you're not feeling all that great, then you know what? We need a little bit more work. And I would probably say some energetic work when it comes to that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I'm just lighting up some Palo Santo here. Okay. Is there anyone else on the panel that would love to have a question answered by the tarot? While we wait for that, just to let everybody know, Kat, what are we doing tomorrow night?
So tomorrow night, we're going to do a live at 7 p.m. on starting seeds. This is the time of year that those of us that love to grow our own food start our seeds indoors to get a jump on the season. So if any of you have been wondering where to start and you've never done it before, you've done it before, but you've just never had any luck with it, I've got some tips and tricks, and I'm going to unpack it and demystify it for you on tomorrow night. So if you're free at 7 o'clock, join us for some tips on that.
Perfect. Love it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't see any other questions coming through.
So if anybody does want a full reading from you, Steve, how would they go about doing that?
Yeah. The easiest way is just to DM me on here, and then we can discuss if you want like a 30-minute reading or an hour reading or a specific tarot spread, right? So we can look at that. And otherwise you can go to energyhealingwithsteve.com and you can see some of the rates. I have the rates posted there for a 30-minute and a 60-minute. And yeah, that's basically it. And when it comes to energy and Reiki, how do they get a hold of you?
Yep. So same thing. You can DM me here or info@wellearthholistic.com. You can also go onto my website. If you want to learn more about my services, it's wellearthholistic.com. You can read about what I offer. My rate card is on there and a way to reach out to me. If you just want to have a quick chat, no obligation, just you have questions about the services, just reach out to me. We'll book some time. I can answer your questions, and then you decide where you want to go from there. But everything should be on there, just general questions. So feel free to check that out.
Perfect. Rula had mentioned Steve once read my card and it was amazingly true. And I was just going to say that, Rula, it was with Ziad. Yes, I remember that. Absolutely. It was on his live. Yes, I remember you for sure. I don't remember the card that I pulled, but I remember you. So thank you for joining. That's amazing. I love it.
Sweet. All right.
Okay, so we will, I guess, depart, and we will see everybody next Sunday. Thanks for joining. Please, let your friends know that we're doing this so they can get some messages, acknowledged for them. Rula's also saying, Kat, you are amazing too.
Oh, so sweet. Thank you.
Yeah. So we'll see you next Sunday. Thank you, everybody. And yeah, always DM us.
Yeah.
Bye, Lena. Bye, everybody.
Your day. Bye, everybody. Thanks so much.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.